My mom used to be such a bright person, but all that changed after my brother went missing and presumed dead. The funeral came too quickly, and I don't think the sight of his empty coffin is ever going to leave my memory. Everyone tries to cheer us up a little bit with a huge pat on the shoulders, a sad smile, or the nod of a head. Mom and I stayed longer than anyone else, except my grandfather, who stood ready to leave the house of the dead, and I urged her to move. Even though Grandpa is with us, I know that it's just my mother and I from now on. The pain on her face causes more tears to come down my face, but I keep walking us towards the car. Lately, there's been a lot of reports and people talking about children going missing in the woods. That's what happened to Richard. Mom has banned me from going in or even near the woods, which is hard considering it surrounds most of the town. Most people say that it is some creeper who's bound to get caught eventually, but a few others have begun talking about old town superstitions. The swing creaks above me as I lightly dangle and write in my journal. My name is Angela Miller, but I haven't felt like myself recently. I turned 13 a few days ago, but it wasn't right without my brother there. I just hope that one day I'll get to see my brother again, that nothing actually happened to him. I imagine what it would be like to see him emerging out of the woods as if he'd just gone on a walk. No one has emerged from the woods yet.
Where are you going?
Asked Mom from her dark corner of the living room.
I'm going to go to Sarah's for a little bit. I need to get out of the house.
Okay, but be back before it gets dark,
she says before returning her gaze to her phone. I take my bike to my friend's house, and as soon as I get there, I start to feel better and forget about my brother as we watch television and play games together. A few hours pass, and I notice that the sun is starting to go down.
Oh no, if I'm home late, Mom won't let me come and hang out anymore,
I say as I hop onto my bike. After a quick hug, I depart from Sarah's house and ride as fast as I can. The sunset beats me and darkness falls, but I still have a good distance to go. I glance at the woods, knowing there's a shortcut. I convince myself that nothing will be in the woods, and if there is, I'm on a bike, so I can ride away quickly. Not far into the woods, I can hear a child's scream echo from the distance. At first I ignore it, but the second time I hear it, I decide to investigate and help. Leaving my bike behind, I leave the path and walk towards the screaming. I didn't want to let anyone else go missing or get hurt. Just as I'm about to find the source of the screaming, something grabs my ankle. I attempt to kick it away from me, but it's latched around my ankle and squeezes tighter. It looks like a tree branch, but a force drives me against something. The pain floods my body, but I don't feel a second hit, and darkness fills my eyes.
Hey, wake up!
The darkness in my eyes fades like a fog in the morning sun, and I notice a dark figure. The dark figure shuffles a little closer to me, but it takes me a moment to realize who I'm looking at.
Wake up!
My brother says to me. I smile at the sight of his face, but then his eyes turn black and his skin turns to wooden fibers. His screech hurts my ears. I clamp my hands over my ears and close my eyes. I open my eyes again to the sight of a tree holding me upside down. It appears that the tree has several mouths and teeth, each one oozing with a running red sap. The branches begin creaking, and I start moving closer to the tree. With all my might, I reach up and snap the branch holding me up in the air. The ground meets me hard, but I dart away from the tree. I trip several times on my way out of the forest, but none are the snaring branches of the sinister tree. I break out of the trees and run onto the street. My lungs and legs are burning, but I tell myself not to stop, not to slow down. Only for a moment did I think about my bike that I left behind. My heart skips a beat as my house comes into view, and I run harder for the door. Bursting into the living room, I see my mother in her corner watching the television, with makeup streaming down her face alongside her tears.
Mom, you'll never believe what happened to me.
I say as I step closer, but she doesn't respond. I look over at the television screen to see the headline, Angela Miller, still missing. I swallow hard and look back to my mother.
Mom?
I ask.
I'm right here.
She doesn't look to me, but she buries her face into her hands to sob harder.
How?
I ask as I look at the picture of myself on the television screen. My heart pounds and frantically look around the room. The walls appear to close in around me until I realize where I'm at. I'm inside of the tree, squeezed in between the logs. I can feel the sap coating my entire body as I wiggle to free myself. I feel razor-sharp spikes bite into me. My scream echoes throughout the woods.